right, so yesterday I did a video on the #1 time never to take Social Security early. The #1 reason not to take Social Security early. And that was simply due to the fact that you were working. Don't work and take Social Security early. It's stupid. Here's going to be I say #1, but one of the biggest reasons you do take Social Security early. I'm not going to say the #1 reason, but we're going to use that in the title. Clickbait, baby, clickbait. I'll refund you if that bothers you. All right, so let's dive into this. Let me show the backstory. Worked with a guy and a couple yesterday. Great people. I tell you, the people who hire me are freaking awesome. It's that's why I'm pretty political and stuff, because it's a self-selecting. If you don't like my politics or my personality or my Georgia Tech or my dogs, you're not going to hire me, and that's good because we're not going to get along. It's because I'm better than you. Relax, Karen. Relax. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so these guys I'm working with now. The issue is that they got married late and they had children late, and he is 10 years older than his beautiful. So he got some competing things in there. Is that he made the money and she, like my wife, stayed home for the most part. But they got kids that are still in teens. And by the time he's 62, both of his children will still be teens, which means they'll both get Social Security benefits off of his record because they're under the age of 18. I think 17 is the cutoff. So you're sitting there thinking, man, if I take Social Security early, not only do I get a benefit, yes, it'll be reduced, but they get a benefit too. Now there's a family max. I think it's $5,500 a month or something like that. But so let's dive into these numbers, because this one is pretty, in my opinion, pretty self-evident. Now there are some negatives here, which we'll share with you, but I think the negatives are greatly dwarfed compared to the positives. So let's dive into this. Here's the first thing we're going to see is that if he takes his Social Security at 62, and his first full year will be 2024, he's going to get $29,000. Because he's got two youngins, they'll get $41,000, but it will be reduced by $10,000 because it's the maximum family limit. I think it's, $5,000 a month or something like that. Anyway, he's going to get 30, they're going to get 30. That's $60,000 a year of Social Security. Now, one drops off because he'll be over 17 by then, but here, he's still got $50,000 a year. So in these 4 years right here, if he takes Social Security early, I mean, look at this. In 2023, his boys or girls, his kiddos will make more than he will. I guess it's a partial year, but look at that. They'll get $40,000 between them, $60,000 between them, $5,000 the max. That's $100,000. That's $200,000 that he's going to get on Social Security. Now, he's no longer working, all right, so he's going to quit his crappy old job in 2022, so he won't be subject to earnings test, all right? But I mean, look at that. That's $200,000 the first year. I hope that makes sense, so hang tight. We have them both living until 90 or so, and if he takes it early, their total benefit will be $2.456 million. I mean, we're talking, by the time they're 40 years from now. So, I mean, 2.456 million. But again, 200,000 on the first 4 years. All right. So he gets a small pension, but you can see, and she makes a little bit of money, but you can see right here, $2.456 million of Social Security is what they're going to get if he takes it early. All right. So hang tight though. Takes it later, I think I did full retirement age here, they're going to get $2.798 million. So they get $350,000 more, something like that, if they take it later. All right, so from a total, so this is the drawback with Social Security break even, stuff like that, is there's so much that goes into it, more than the actual absolute dollars. So if he takes it later, he will make more money. And the reason for that is simple. Because if he takes it early, he will have a reduced benefit for taking it early off his own record, and his wife is 10 years younger. When he dies, she will step into his reduced benefit. I hope that makes sense. So basically, she will survive him, we'll just say, by 10 years. For those 10 years, she'll lose her small benefit, which is her spousal benefit, and then instead step into his full benefit, but that will have been reduced because he took it early. So we're basically saying, is it worth it to sacrifice $250,000 in total Social Security benefits in order to get $200,000 my first 4 years of retirement. That's a challenge, but I'm going to show you something else too. So this is pretty cool. Look at this. This is a 2024. Notice his benefit is $29,172. All right, 2024, his benefit is $29,172. Tattoo that to your head. All right, $29,172 in 2024, but their total benefit is $60,000 because his kids are going to get $31,000. I hope that makes sense. So again, he's getting $29,000. His kids are getting $30,000, so his total benefit is $60,000. That's a total Social Security benefit. So hang tight. We said his benefit in 2024 is $29,172, but his kids are getting $30,000 of Social Security. What flows back to the 1040? This is Right Capital, by the way. Oh, only his benefit, $29,172. Remember, they're getting $60,000 of Social Security benefit, but only $25,000 or 24,796 is actually subject to taxation. Now, the kids would certainly file their own 1040, absolutely. It depends whether or not they're working, if they have earned income, if they want to get money back. Generally speaking, it's good if they have pay income taxes to file. I'm not sure they have to pay an income tax. If they got both $15,000 of Social Security, it won't be subject to taxation. It's still probably, I don't know. It might be worth it for them to file a 1040. But either way, it's not subject to tax. It's not subject to taxation. So the $30,000 the kids are getting is completely tax-free. The only thing that flows back to his 1040 is his Social Security benefit. So you're sitting there thinking, okay, I will sacrifice $250,000 of Social Security benefit because my wife is such a significant younger than me. That makes it a challenge, not going to lie to you. In this case, they're well situated, doesn't matter. But then you're starting, but let's just say it's you and your wife is 2 years younger than you, just using that for example. Man, you should take, so if you got young kids, why would you not take Social Security and give them tax-free benefits? Crazy. In this case, you can make an argument that he will be affecting her survivor benefit, not her spousal benefit, mind you, but survivor benefit by taking it early. That's correct. I'm not worried about that at all because don't forget, at the end of the day, we're talking when she will see less of a benefit relative to his taking it early versus his taking it late when she's in her mid-80s. I mean, she might not survive that long, and even if she does, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's just her. Does it matter that much? No, it just doesn't. The first part of retirement is when the sequence of return risks come in, is when you just separate from work, when you're just nervous about it. The first few years of retirement are so critical that a case like this, in my opinion, makes 100% sense to take it early. $200,000 coming in, that's $200,000 less we need from the portfolio. You see what I'm saying? Now these guys they're not paupers. They still spend. All right, so they're still going to need a good amount of money in cash to basically do the barbell. But if we can eliminate $200,000 of distributions from our portfolio in the front end of retirement, man, that is worth it makes all the sense in the world. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks now.